When I talk about how the Sonic the Hedgehog fan community is what it is, I think we all know what I'm talking about, but at the same time, it can be hard to identify a single genesis point for this happening. I think one part is the old Jaleel White Sonic the Hedgehog cartoon where you have to figure Princess Sally definitely fur-pilled a lot of impressionable young minds. Or perhaps it was Sonic Adventure, the game where Sonic went from being, basically a typical mascot character to being something more human. But I think perhaps the biggest factor was the lesser-known series Sonic Underground, which only lasted a season but had a big influence. And that's why for this episode of Angelfire Adventures, I wanted to look at Sonic Underground fan pages, and I wound up coming across some interesting fanfiction, including one that puts Osama bin Laden in the role of Dr. Robotnik. And if you want to participate the next time I record an Angelfire Adventures, be sure to follow me on Twitch. Alright, so let's see what they got on New Sonic Underground Angelfire. New Sonic Underground. Continue the journey. Alright, before I go into this, how long did Sonic Underground run? Because that's that seems to be a recurring theme. Sonic Underground, French, Sonic 40 episodes created by the French, and it ran between January and May of 1999. So that's a very small window for the show to have created such an impact. You're probably asking yourself this question: what is New Sonic Underground? Well, my girlfriend had I'll tell me your girlfriend's a Sonic character. My girlfriend had an idea to make a fan-made cartoon series called New Adventures of Sonic the Hedgehog, based off of Adventures of Sonic the Hedgehog cartoon series. The fan-made series was a complete success, as it achieved animation, music, sound effects, and voice actors. That doesn't make it a success, that just means you managed to actually do it. These are the base ingredients of making a cartoon. Her series started becoming more excellent, and grew larger by the day. Once it reaches the top, which ain't very far, I'm going to start my own fan-made series based off the Sonic Underground. I'm not expecting this to be animated. Just written scripts will be fine. I'm hoping, just like NAOSTH, New Adventures of Sonic the Hedgehog, that NSU will become a group project where many fans will submit scripts to the series and hope to fill in all the slots. I know quite a few people don't like Sonic Underground, but to those of you who do like it, I hope you all will help me into turning this into a successful project. This site contains an episode section where your submitted episodes will be placed, a cast of characters section to get you familiar with the cast, and many more. Just read the rules and regulations. We gotta see these rules and regulations. This is what those of us in the biz might refer to as a style guide. He's ordering 22 episodes of the New Sonic Underground to be made. Episode timing. Each is 1 hour long. 4 acts plus teaser, subverting the traditional 3-act structure of storytelling. So this is going to be a little bit artistic too. And let's follow this chart. This guy's got a whole formula. This is if you've ever read The Hero with 1,000 Faces by Joseph Campbell, this is the updated version of it. Episode rules, this is where it's gonna get good. All characters must stay in character. No cussing or blood. Keep it clean, guys. No permanent changes to characters. Songs can have a bad message in it or profanity. Well, I mean, if you've already vetted the specific songs, what does it matter? You know that if we do a permitted song and it has a bad message or profanity, that's your fault, Mr. Producer. Every episode must have a song somewhere. Email me the song and lyrics to song along with. Write your episodes in script format. Keep the time of your episodes within the set limits. If it's just a minute off or not enough, I won't scold you. Hint, 1 page equals 1 minute. Please no continues. To get the correct time of the pages, use a Courier New font at size 12. All episodes must have 4 acts plus a short teaser at the beginning. No self-incursion. A quickly made up character as a cameo guest star is permitted. Each writer must submit at least 5 episodes. All locations must be on Mobius, nothing on Earth. Don't make characters say or do stuff that's completely out of character. For example, Sonic, I hate chili dogs. Blech! The song rules. Alright, you can choose any song you want for your episode as long as it follows these guidelines. Pick age-appropriate songs. No profanity. Although, if hell or damn is used like once or twice, that's acceptable. Just try to use heck or something something creative. I'm gonna start using heck a lot more so people know that I'm creative. Songs can't be censored. All words must be said. Songs must be in genre SU would play. Mostly classic rock, no rap, no country, no teen pop, no hip hop, and only very few heavy metal songs allowed. No religious or patriotic songs allowed. It's a heavy contrast. The Tamers 123, he had a video basically where they're crying about Notre Dame burning down. Let me find that shit. Tamers 12345 is amazing. More people need to be exposed to this. Yes, here we go. The Cathedral of Notre Dame has fallen. This always gets me. Knuckles' puckered lips of sadness. All the gloriously rendered ass cheeks. See, if you go and watch this guy's channel, everything is like very heavily focused on the butt cheeks. Hell yeah. Sonic Underground 1, Notre Dame Cathedral fucking 0. Alright, now let's see what else we got in this totally unrelated series. Cast of characters, let's see that first. I mean, I guess like the way this person has put out their style guide, you could be a professional Hollywood TV writer and have no idea about any of the Sonic the Hedgehog characters, but you just want to really write for this show. So this hopefully can explain it to a person who has no idea who Sonic the Hedgehog is in any capacity. Sonic the Hedgehog, playing his guitar. Name, Sonic. Species, Hedgehog. Age, 16. I don't think hedgehogs live to be 16. I've had a hedgehog. It didn't live a short amount of time, but it didn't live to be 16. Hedgehog lifespan. Oh, damn. Sonic is old as shit. They added all these new characters in Sonic Underground, and I feel like this inspired people to make their own OCs and be like, oh, well, if you can have Manic the Hedgehog and Sonia the Hedgehog after, you know, we already have, like, a decade of Sonic lore that's suddenly been expanded upon, we might as well just make up whatever the fuck. Doesn't matter anymore. Name, Manic. Species, Hedgehog. Age, 16. Place of residence, underground base, Robotropolis. Strengths, stealthy. How are you gonna be stealthy with a green fucking mohawk? Now that I'm examining this, I feel like whoever designed these Sonic characters was a furry themselves, because like, as you pointed out in the chat, they gave Princess Sonia some big-ass hips, which leads me to believe that, like, the person who created this character got very excited by that idea. Adding more theory to the fact that Sonic Underground is the true nexus point for the current state of the Sonic fandom. Not nexus point, the true origin, the genesis point. Knuckles the Echidna. Weaknesses. Shy around girls, Knuckles is an incel. Is it a recurring thing that just Knuckles is continually cucked by Sonic throughout the series? I mean, it says he's shy around girls, so, I mean, at the very least, he has something that, in a fictional universe, would translate probably to inceldom. Unless, you know, it's like one of those movies where he gets a makeover and some jocks teach him how to be cool, and there's a shot when he's walking into the high school in slow motion and everyone's like, who's that? And the movie ends, which is like Knuckles getting a ton of pussy. Dr. Robotnik. Weaknesses. Slow and fat. Not very progressive. Slow and chubby. You already said fat, and you're a heightist. Man, let's rise up, motherfucker. Wide? Come on, guy. Cyrus, like, actually looks like a hedgehog. Species. Lion. But first Sonic the Hedgehog character in history to actually look like a hedgehog, and he's not a fucking hedgehog. Oracle of Delphius. His weaknesses are sensitive feelings to Alina and her children. Oh, so he's like that dude. Like, he's not getting none, but he's like, oh, maybe if I'm, like, nice to the kids, I can get like a crumb of coochie. But now this character I know well. Pretty much all of Tamers 1, 2, 3, 4, 5's Sonic animations revolve around Bartleby's gay relationship with Sonic. That's what I know Bartleby from, not the actual show. Let's see what kind of episodes. Hopefully we have episodes. Oh, we have many episodes. Alena gives birth to 3 hedgehogs named Sonic, Sonia, and Manic. Dr. Robotnik then appears and seizes Mobotropolis and turns it into a world of terror and metal known as Robotropolis. The Oracle of Delphius tells Queen Alina of the prophecy that one day she and her children will form the Council of Four and overthrow Robotnik. In order to do that, she had to separate her children and go into hiding. 16 years have passed, and the three children meet and learn about the prophecy from the Oracle of Delphius. And it continues. The children escape and hide underground where they form a band called the Sonic Underground. While Queen Alina is hiding, she's trying her best to make sure none of her children are harmed, any way she can. Their friends, Cyrus and Trevor, have been kidnapped by Robotnik's forces. Could the three children come out of their hiding and save them? Plus, who is this two-tailed fox that keeps following them into the shadows? Alright, so let's look at the FAQ before moving on. I've noticed that some characters have different martial arts skills. Alright, now this is what I was kind of interested in. When I write fight sequences, how can I make sure that their fighting styles are correct? I can't really answer that. I, myself, only took hand-to-hand combat while serving in the CAP. I don't know what the CAP is. Oh, okay. Oh, wait. This is like what he talked about. Civil Air Patrol. CAP is a United States Air Force auxiliary called Civil Air Patrol that I'm a sergeant in. These are the remakes of the stories listed right here for your viewing pleasure. They star 1 Lieutenant Christopher Vadier, CM Sergeant Nina Yakovone, and me, Staff Sergeant Ryan Perrault. These are not what Civil Air Patrol does, but these are great stories that are a must-read. So what the fuck? Did he also make, in addition to Sonic Underground stories, did he also make military stories for people he knows in the military in real life? And it's even like broken up the way that the Sonic episodes are broken up. General audience story, First Lieutenant Vadier based story, CM Sergeant Yakovone based story, and Staff Sergeant Perrault based story. Alright, that just broke my brain for a second. Wait, first let me check that this is a real thing. Yeah, that is a real thing. This is like, I don't know if this is a stolen valor thing, because this feels so specific that I feel like this is probably like, this guy might actually be a military dude that just like fucking loved Sonic Underground. First story, Weeding Bell Blues. This is a general audience story. The three cadets, Vadier, Yakovone, and Perrault, find out that their commander of cadets, Yoins, is being brotherly adopted by Osama bin Laden. The cadets head to the adopting church only to find out it was a trap set up for them. How will they escape? This is the real meat of this website now. We have Osama bin Laden fanfiction. Alright, so we have a Sonic the Hedgehog fanfic TV series writer that also writes military fanfics that I believe are about people. They're stories about people he may or may not know in real life, and Osama bin Laden basically takes the role of Dr. Robotnik in the story. Let's do it. 3 young children have been born, and Osama bin Laden started seizing the world at the same time. The commander of cadets, Lieutenant Yoins, was forced to separate the 3 babies into different locations. This is literally the plot of Sonic Underground. The 3 babies in a different location so that one day the 3 will meet each other at the same Civil Air Patrol squadron and learn about, oh my god, 18 years have passed since the 3 cadets met and learn about their special combat gift they have. They learn and meet each other as they journey to Maxwell to learn about their destiny and receive their training. Part 3 of the beginning. Vadier, Yakovone, and Perrault's training are almost finished when they get news of bin Laden trying to sabotage Westfield, Massachusetts. The 3 cadets leave before training was done to try and push back bin Laden's forces. I wonder what kind of a army this is. It's like, does he actually have like an army of robot animals or some shit? The thing about these stories though, they're not written out. We can't see these scripts. After the cadets escaped Hussein... Wait, excuse me? After the cadets escaped Hussein and Arafat from capture, Yakovone leaves Vadier and Perrault to meet a former cadet of hers, Settle. She then soon realizes that the shocking truth about Settle's father. So in the story, you have Osama bin Laden, Saddam Hussein, and Yasser Arafat all working together to fight our heroes. After Vadia rescues Perrault and Yakovone from capture, the three get some intelligence information. Wow, intelligence. More like unintelligence. Vadia has a nightmare about a shipwreck on his way to Halfa. The cadets quickly realize that the port is ready to be seized by Al-Qaeda troops by submarine, and by a mythical creature known as the legendary Moby Dick. Problem is, Vadia is on the dock, and his cadets are on the battleship in the sea, unaware of the submarine. How will Vadia stop the Al-Qaeda troops and face his... The priorities. How will Vadia stop Al-Qaeda troops and face his fear of swimming? I love that, like, Moby Dick is in this story. And at the beginning, remember now at the beginning when I stumbled across this page, that my question was, I don't know if these are real stories or what. And then, it's like one of those cartoon episodes that has a moral lesson about overcoming your fears of swimming. A trope that I've seen many times in children's cartoons, only this time we also have Al-Qaeda in the mix. The cadets traveled to India to get some intel from some Al-Qaeda bases. On their intel mission, Yakovone is hit in the head with a bat and something like Al-Qaeda just like bong and loses her memory. It's an amnesia episode. Now Vadia and Perrault are searching all over the city to find Yakovone. When they find her, she is instantly captured by Al-Qaeda. Will Vadia and Perrault save Yakovone, and will Yakovone regain her memory? What is this, Gilligan's Island? The cadets travel to a Middle Eastern town that was loyal to the Allied government. They stay there only to realize that the commanding officer, a cute guy to Yakovone, is a former member of, oh no, this is a Romeo and Juliet story now. She falls in love with an Al-Qaeda member. After the cadets rescue a prison bus, they learn that Bin Laden is setting up a race for the fastest man in the world. I love this interpretation of Bin Laden, where he's not like this global terrorist killing people and whatever the hell. He's setting up like goofy fucking Cobra Commander type shit. Another Yakovone centered episode. After a hard day at Civil Air Patrol, Yakovone and Perrault stay at a cattle-like hotel, only to realize that's haunted by Al-Qaeda member. So this is like the Scooby-Doo episode now. There's like Al-Qaeda ghosts at fucking Luigi's Mansion, only it's fucking terrorist. Fuck, you know what? I would unironically watch this show. Osama bin Laden auctions off 2 artifacts to SMN. The cadets soon realize that the artifacts are bombs, and they're activated. They must go get rid of the bombs, and very soon. This is like Osama bin Laden of Wacky Races fame. I hope Osama bin Laden has a dog in this show. It's just like... You know, it's like, at this point in time, the FBI's #1 most wanted man, but he's holding foot races, auctions with artifacts that turn out to be bombs. Stranded in the Australian desert, an Australian Air Force fighter pilot named Rudy meets the cadets and tells them of some metallic bugs stinging military personnel and making them think they're Al-Qaeda members. 3 cadets and a baby. Osama makes a robotic baby to fool the cadets. The cadets find the baby. The cadets... The cadets find the baby and they must take care of it, unknowingly that Bin Laden is seeing and hearing everything the cadets are saying. It's a secret apple baby. When Vadia and Yakovone leave for some intel, Perrault has to stay back and babysit. As Perrault babysits, he grown attached to the baby and wants to bring him to Maxwell, but Vadia and Yakovone refuse. Vadia and Yakovone head out only to be captured by Al-Qaeda troops. Meanwhile, Perrault disobeys orders and heads to Maxwell with the baby, unknowingly that it's a robot and a whole air squadron is out to ambush him. The baby episode is an actual Sonic Underground episode? Hell yeah. Oh, that's the Bin Laden fake baby. Oh Holy shit.